Hi, chat. Ow, I just bit my lip. Oh, holy fuck. If I'm in the right mindset, though, because pain is but of the mind. Pain just is the mind just telling you something's wrong. And I'm here to help you with that. We had a very extensive screening process. There were a few thousand of you who needed advice, and we chose only the best of the best, really. Have I seen it? Nope, I have not seen a single one. So I'm curious to see what you guys need advice for, because I've heard that there's some wild ones out here that only the best psychological mind will be able to handle, and that's me. Let's see what was chosen here. Hi, how's it going? How are you? I get pictures of the bitches that scared me. Okay, all right. We're immediately starting on an awful note. So, hold on. By scared, what do you mean? Is your interpretation of scared like no one's coming up to you? Or is it a case of you know that they're scared of you? Scared is a very broad term, and it also is up to interpretation. So I would say if they're actually scared of you, maybe think about who you are as a person. Because if you're actually scaring people away, then maybe there's something about you. Sorry, that's shitty advice. Maybe it is you. I don't know. Let me think about my notes here. Hold on. Let me go through my notes. What I'm saying is, like, you know, there might be a deeper issue within you. There's not context here. I don't know. Listen, this is a hard thing to do, and it could be you, but it could also not be you. I would say also the moment that you kind of stop looking is the moment where it actually happens. Like the moment that you're kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna like make friends, is the moment where you like fall into things more naturally. So if you're worried about people just aren't, you know, reciprocating what you want them to reciprocate, that shit takes time. Chill out. Let's see, ask people. I really thought that. Okay, let's figure this all out here. Have you thought about bigger doors? Or there are so many problems that come with having a huge ass, I would know. There's just so many different problems. So it's like, you know, you need bigger doors, more strong pants. Wearing a, you know, a Spider-Man cosplay is out of the question for you, I'm sorry to say. Tight pants probably also out of the question as well. Listen, last thing that you want, okay, is the gates to open because of a tear, all right? That's the last thing. Stretchy fabric is your friend. Maybe wear like 2 layers of pants, right? One for soundproofing, if it's like, you know, clapping. You probably need like a little layer of like insulation there. Try to always choose one of the end seats on an airplane. That's a good one. I think that's really about it. I think that's really all the advice that I can think of. All right, next, please. I really hope that people come here with serious advice here. School, how do you get through it? Okay. Listen, 1, don't use ChatGPT. That sucks. But 2, I'm gonna be so real. Learn the material so that when you know how to do it. That's the thing though, is that it's like degrees don't really matter that much nowadays. It's based on experience and based on how well you can actually do the job. And also, I would say specifically in college, right, when you aren't trying to do something more with grades and everything like that, do what you need to. Make it as not stressful for you as you possibly can. I don't know. As someone who never experienced college, great question to be asking me, by the way. I would say that my advice is just pass, dude. Make sure that you know what you're doing, and connections are more important than a degree. Still get a degree if you can, but connections are infinitely more important than a degree. Having connections to the right people that can get you into the field that you want to get into works 100% more of the time than applying to places and saying that you have a degree. Also, go to, I don't know what else to say there. Yeah, connections are important. That's really about it. Making a horror project. Make sure you know where it's going before you start the story. And this is just kind of media in general. You can tell when a show has everything planned out from the beginning, and when you can tell when a show did not. Because in the second season, when they realize that they've got funding now, they'll add a lot of just random bullshit that doesn't really matter. But if you have everything planned out from the beginning, then you can kind of allude to things in the beginning, and then, you know, once you are able to make the ladder, it all kind of connects a lot better. Gravity Falls, I feel like, is the biggest example of that. You can tell that they had everything planned out from the beginning because of the fact that everything was alluded to from the very beginning as well. Just make sure you have everything planned out, or at least like a bullet points of ideas. Because for context, right, the next like little horror project that I'm working on, Oasis, it has 16 pages of just vague bullet points. So that's what I would say, is to just make sure that everything is planned out from the very beginning, and then you'll be able to make everything a lot easier, and you'll be able to be like, ah, this connects to this, instead of just being like, ah, we'll figure out the ending later. My plants all have names, but now I feel bad when one dies. How do I emotionally detach from Fernie Sanders? It's a good name. I don't think it's a bad thing to emotionally attach to stuff. I mean, like, if it's a thing where it's like causing you consistent grief, maybe be better at taking care of plants. I don't know. If it's a thing where, you know, the fact that your plants are dying is consistently causing you grief, maybe it's not for you, actually. I mean, stuff happens though, and mourning isn't always a bad thing. And also, don't name future plants. Don't do it. But if you want to detach from a certain plant, I fear, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can either just like kind of let it die and go through that, or you can just kind of live with it, or just, you know, do better at taking care of it. I tried doing plants once. Didn't work out that well. There was one house plant that came with my LA place. I did it and did not go well. I watered it and then it started coming out of the bottom and then I freaked out. Need money now. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to get money quick. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get $5 for free if you subscribe to me. I mean, I'm just saying. So you need money now. Are we talking like now? Because there are loans. You have a good credit score. There's other ways to get money, but it really depends on where your moral status is at. You know what I mean? Also, job is a big one. I know that it's like impossible to get a job right now, so that's why I kind of avoided saying it, but you could do that too. Really depends on how emotionally detached you are, because if you're very emotionally detached, you can potentially work in food service. Go outside of jewelry shops and dig around in the dirt. Sift through the dirt until you find gems. And then when you find all the gems, you then sell it back to the jewelry shop for money. Pick up stuff off the floor. Go gold panning. Go gold panning, actually. No, that's my answer. That's my answer. Final answer, go gold panning. If you're in Alaska or like in like a forest near like rivers or stuff like that, then you're good to go. You're basically set. Just make sure that you don't get caught, because I'm pretty sure some places are protected property. So have fun. Also, I have too many tabs open, but each one feels like a commitment. How do I break up with them? Yeah, I can assure you that your 300 tabs of different AO3 fix are not going to think badly of you if you close them. I don't know, what tabs do you have open? Do you have open like a cookie clicker tab? Because if you had open a cookie clicker tab, then I would understand, actually. I have 600 tabs of Yuri. What do I do? Repent, maybe? I don't know. All right, next question. I think my cat has a human soul trapped inside her because she keeps looking at me like she knows. How do I get it out? She knows? What have you done? I feel like there's a much deeper kind of thing here. All cats have human souls inside of them, but it's good because only good people can get reincarnated into cats. I've decided. So, have you tried asking her? Yeah, communicate. Get her all of those like communication buttons, you know? The ones that are like, why are you a human? That's why cats are assholes. Yeah, exactly. That's why cats sleep all the time. They were tired from their last life. You kind of like you thought about this before. Yeah, because they all scare me. They're all assholes. Thank you. I hope you get it out. I hope you get the soul out. I make too many personas, like way too many, but they're so fun to make. But I have like 12 already. Help. Sell them. If you don't care about them, you can sell them for so much fucking money. Make a reference sheet and sell them. Make money. If you have 12 and you only care about 3 of them, sell the 9 and use that money to buy better drawing equipment, make better personas, make more money. All right, lock in. Make them, sell them, money. Okay? Don't monetize your passion too much because you can burn yourself out. Okay. Womp womp. We got Mr. fucking responsible over here. Okay, whatever. Have you considered that you can buy yourself shit though? Monetize that shit. What if a therapist told you that? What if a therapist was like, dude, you can be making so much fucking money right now. My friend's group chat is called The Shitters. No, I'm not elaborating. Long story short, I'm trying to convince them all to get in a call and take the... I recommend that you get the fuck out of my office right now, actually. I'm gonna be so real, all right? Stop trying to convince them. Don't do... Get out. Leave. Get out of here. How do I finally find the top single moms in my area? Okay, so, bars. Bars are a big one. You gotta look for the leopard print. Never a sign of someone in a happy relationship, okay? Go to Applebee's. No hot single moms are going to Applebee's. Don't come in here with that ever again. You go to Applebee's on the second date. Maybe even Chili's if you're feeling a little bit crazy. Really depends on the vibe, okay? Chili's got some good deals. Get that MILF to eat a mozzie stick, and then she's good to go. So it's bar, Chili's, mozzarella stick, you're good. There's the 3-step program. Cat keeps curling up like a fried shrimp. I'm scared that one day I'll wake up and my cat will just be a shrimp on my bed and my other cat will eat him. I know you have cats, especially ones that look like raw chicken. How do you deal with this issue? Okay, I mean, if your cat turns into a shrimp, I think that's an act of God, and I feel like you are not in any position to be denying an act of God. If your cat turns into a shrimp, that is a genuine miracle there, all right? You've been blessed. So you can't interfere. I'm sorry to say, you cannot interfere with this. Just let it happen. Thanks, Jungkook. That's... Jesus. Oh my God, you have so much to say. Sorry. Ah! No, stop! Stop! What the fuck? What the fuck? Get out this game! Get out this game! What the fuck? He keeps going! He keeps going! I mean, I'm calling... No! You can't be a character alive! How do I get balls? Oh, Jesus! Let's get out of here! Get out of here! Oh my God! Go to church! Go to church! That's what you do! So the guy's like, he's like super funny and sweet. And we went on a date yesterday, but I fucked up. I ran him over with my car when he got out twice. He's been blowing up my phone since asking about compensation or something. I think he's really into me. So my question is, should I shoot my shot again? What if I run him over a third time? Do you think that will help my chances? Okay, so first of all, I don't think you should be allowed to shoot any shots because you might hit very, very lethally. Second of all, I think the only compensation that's going to really be happening is on his end because of the fact that you probably ran over his balls. You should probably learn how to drive. I feel like that's a big one. If you're hitting people 2 times in a row with the car, that means that you backed up. So I would say learn how to drive. Change your number. If he doesn't know a lot of information about you, don't let him. Evade, evade, evade. That's all I'm saying. How to untie my shoelaces. I'm gonna be so real. I think like for like 98% of the last 5 years of my life, I have not even tied my shoes because of the fact that I wear shoes that don't need to be tied, but they look like shoes that need to be tied. So they don't look like Velcro shoes or slippers, but they basically are slippers and it's fantastic. You have toddler shoes? Okay, listen. Tying your shoes, all right, was a status symbol to people who are in fucking elementary school. But I'm an adult. I'm 21. All right, I'm 6'6". I don't want to have to bend all the way fucking down to tie shoes. Okay, I just want to be able to put my shoes on and go out the door because I deserve to. If you're maybe still, you know, a fucking toddler and care about who can tie their shoes and who can't, then sure, care about tying your shoes. But also, I think that we as a society should do stuff that just makes us comfortable instead of what's right, instead of what is deemed correct by the larger society, okay? That's all I'm saying. And you also shouldn't make fun of when I pronounce my S's strange. It hurts my feelings. I bet this guy really like. He always lends me his shoulder to cry on, and he's really chill. Mostly just sits around all day. Every day he wears this really cute little hat. He has soulful eyes and what the fuck? Bright skin, wearing bean shaped by eye. I tell him I like him. I think you need to step the fuck off. Actually, I think you need to hop the fuck off. I think you need to get out of here. I think that you need to learn a little thing called loyalty and hop the fuck off. Get out. Get out of here. Get the hell out. Next up here, come on in. How's it going? Where the fuck is he? No, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. Where the fuck is he? You said his name, so therefore he will be there. He will be there soon. I think we're okay. Okay. Next question. Ultimate flavored jelly bean. I told you guys to get it. I told you guys to leave her alone. Best method for soft-boiled eggs. Soft-boiled eggs. Soft-boiled eggs. Oh. So you gotta heat the water. You have to bring a medium pot of water to boil over a high heat. Then you have to add the eggs, set a timer for 7 minutes. Then while the eggs cook, prepare the ice bath. And then once you have the ice bath, you put the eggs in. And then you peel the eggs. I paid for your time, not Google. Well, I don't know how to make soft-boiled eggs. I didn't even know what they were for a second. Why are you in this profession? Because what part of any of my jobs has to do with soft-boiled eggs? Listen, the Ranboo Live channel has nothing to do with soft. I'll tell you that much. Next up, let's see it. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. I actually have a bowl of slop right next to me, so. Oh! So, there are 2 different kinds of slop that I make. Both of them have to do with a Mexican blend of cheese or 3 cheeses. Firstly, all right, here's the first slop that I make. You get shredded chicken. You put it into a bowl. You put some water into that bowl. You heat it up a bit. You break down the chicken more as much as you can. Then, what you do is you get taco seasoning. Open up the pack, you put it in. All right, depending on how much chicken you have, you got to make sure that it gets to the right kind of color. You kind of mix it around, and you have to mix it until you get a lot of the water evaporate. Because once you get the water evaporated, then all the flavor is soaking into it. You know what I mean? And then you take it out, you put it into little containers. You do not mix it in with the cheese when it is like by itself. You have to have the taco chicken by itself and the cheese separately. And then what you do is you grab some of the chicken, put it in a bowl. Grab some of the cheese, put it in a bowl. You mix, you heat it up. You keep mixing, you heat it up, and then you got slop. You have to make sure that you can't see the difference between the cheese and the chicken. They have to be one entity. But if you aren't willing to do all of that hard work to make slop, here's the second recipe that I do. I get canned chili. I open it up. I put it into a bowl. I get the same cheese as before. I put it into a bowl. I stir it around a bit. I microwave it for a bit, and then done. That's the second slop. So if you aren't willing to do all of the steps in the first one, the second one is just as good. But a soft boiled egg is too much. Yeah, because I don't know what it is. How'd you discover slop?
I was a young lad, and I loved having little taco meat. And what I would do is I would put cheese in it. And then every single time we went to Chevy's before I ate raw chicken there, I would get a bowl of guacamole, and that was it. And I would eat that. I would get one of the large family-size bowls of guacamole as a kid, and I would eat all of it. I had a wonderful life as a toddler.
How do I convince my parents to let me get a Sphinx cat? Okay, firstly, they are way cleaner than any other kind of cat. You don't have to worry about fur. You don't have to worry about, like, they groom themselves pretty well. Literally, all you have to do is give them a bath, occasionally wipe them down as well. It is so easy. The maintenance is very, very simple. They love cuddling. They want to steal your warmth, so they will be with you. Are they also good for people with cat allergies? Most are, yes. They're hypoallergenic. If you have a very severe cat allergy, the, dead skin cells might do something to you, but that's really about it. The good thing is, though, as well, is that they're very easy to tell if they have problems because of the fact that you can see their skin, right? So if something is going on with them, right, you can see their breathing, you can monitor their breathing easier, you can monitor their, their skin better, you can just overall just really you can take care of them a lot easier. And added plus, if you get more than one, then they'll have slap fights, and it literally sounds like they're just smacking the shit out of each other. It's awesome, but they're really sweet, and I highly recommend them. I have cool cats. One of my chickens approached me while I was collecting eggs and looked at me, and in perfect English she said, "No one will believe you," and then she disappeared back into the coop. Is she still safe to eat? I would eat her instantly. I would do that instantly, gain the powers, and then you win. You cook her, you gain the power of the chicken, all right? But the only way to activate the power of the chicken is you go to a magical wizard called a diagnosing psychiatrist, and then he will give you the magic little circles that you need to gain the power of the chicken. So go forth and do it for your good, please. I need a senior quote. Listen, the only good quote that I know is from the wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, bald Pitbull. And he said, "Life is not a waste of time, and time is not a waste of life. So let's stop wasting time, get wasted, and have the time of our lives." Dale. Hey, thank you so much for watching that video. Cats like these, every single time you like and subscribe, are able to be fed for just one more day. So, if you can, please subscribe so I can keep feeding my cats. Otherwise, they'll have to eat me.